Now we're going to have Ama Yawson come on and discuss her book with us. So her book is called A Black Family's Conversation About Racism and Police Brutality. So Yama is the founder of Milestakes Publishing and Educational Consulting and is the author of The Talk, as well as Sunny's Gift and other best-selling books. Her unique understanding of social issues, business, and law has enabled her to become a relevant voice on issues as varied as race relations, women's issues, dating, parenting, self-love, bullying, and entrepreneurship. Her articles have been published in MSNBC's The Griot, The Huffington Post, The Atlantic, Madame Noir, and other publications. She has also appeared on The Today Show, Al Jazeera's The Stream, The Nate Berkus Show, and Fox Business. Additionally, she is a celebrated radio personality who can be heard on WBAI in New York and 99.5 FM Pacifica Radio as she broadcasts her weekly show, How to Make It in the City. She earned her BA from Harvard University, an MBA from the Wharton School, and a JD from the University of Pennsylvania Law School. Please join me in welcoming Ama.
Hello, everyone. How are you today?
Good, pretty good.
Pretty good. I am happy to hear that. Thank you. Well, first of all, thank you, Cedarmore, for hosting this fantastic event in which we're discussing activism and how we can be agents of change. So I am so incredibly pleased to be here with these illustrious young people, such as Travis and many emotions. We're sad because our family members have to stay inside. Some of us have lost family members. People have been sick. And just as we were dealing with that struggle, that pandemic of COVID-19, another struggle came into our lives. And it wasn't that the struggle didn't exist before. It certainly did. But it came in such a way that was so clear, so blatant, so incredibly horrifying through the George Floyd video. And so we became hyper aware of the pandemic of racism. And as an artist, my way of processing sad things is through writing about it, because I realize that sometimes when we write about a topic, we're able to, one, reflect on it, but we're also able to process it, to share it, and to bring out some beauty. And so during this crisis, I was like, what is mine to do? We had healthcare workers, heroes who were going out there working and working and working to save people. I donated to them, but I'm not a healthcare person, unfortunately. And so I thought, what can I do to make the situation a little bit better? And that's when it occurred to me to actually write a book about this conversation that Black families and white families and multiracial families and Hispanic families are having all over the country. And that conversation is about racism. So I'm just gonna actually give you a preview of the book and I'll send you a link. But basically my goal in writing the book was to be able to give families a tool for this discussion so that instead of having to just think of everything off the top of their head, they would actually have something to go to. And another desire that I had is that the book would be inspirational. I think many parents don't wanna talk about these issues with their children because of a fear. And that fear is, I do not want my children to feel hopeless. I don't want them to feel as if their prospects in life and that their dreams won't be able to come true because of the specter of racism. And that very often prevents parents from having these conversations because they think to themselves, I don't want to depress my beautiful child. I don't want my child to think, oh my goodness, every time I go out, some police officer might kill me. Who wants to say that to a child? So I really wanted to make sure that the book provided hope and made sure that children understood that their dreams could come true. So I'm just gonna go through it a little bit and I'm gonna put in the link because the ebook is available. The book is very steeped in this moment. As you see in this image, the children are actually engaging in online learning. You see them with their like Zoom screens. So I know this feels familiar to a lot of you. They actually like literally are on Zoom or some internet website doing their work. And after they finish their work, they decide we want to go outside and play, and they're playing soccer. And then when they're playing soccer, they come in for a drink and they actually see their parents watching the George Floyd video. And their parents are crying. And at first, the parents, like many parents, are like, just go out and play. You know, I don't want you to even think about this. But then the father in the family says, no, I think we need to have this discussion. And so they begin the discussion by first affirming the children and saying, you all are beautiful. You all are brilliant. You're going to achieve great things. You have wonderful, valid dreams. They discuss Black history and say, you come from a long legacy of amazing human beings like Harriet Tubman and Imhotep and Marcus Garvey, and you, like those people, will achieve phenomenal feats in life. You're going to be astronomers, and you're going to be, like Mae Jemison, and you're going to be business people. So they preface it with all of that beauty before saying, unfortunately, in the world, there is hate, and there are going to be people who misjudge you, who are not going to understand how beautiful and brilliant you are. And so they go on to discuss the fact that racism exists, the fact that prejudice exists, the fact that we have a militarized police force. They say it plain to their children, but they say, despite all of those things, we want to arm you with information. We want you to know exactly, as you see on this page, is a tribute to some of the children who have been lost to police brutality. You have, and things like police brutality, okay? So you have tributes to these children, and they say, don't worry about it. You will achieve your dreams. And they give them pointers on how to behave when they're in a police encounter. So with one of those pointers being, be calm and measured, speak slowly and clearly, make sure that you're not making any very, very quick movements, because police officers are people too, and we wanna make sure that they do not accidentally make a mistake and harm you. But then at the end of the conversation, they remind the children that despite all of the challenges, we are working to make the place better. And you'll see an image of a protest scene here that I'm sure looks very similar to, the type of protest that you all have been to and that you've seen on TV. And at the end, they again affirm the children and say, your dreams will come true. And so this is my favorite image in the book. You see the little children here, but then above you see what they will grow to be, and they're all like larger than life. You see the little girl is now an astronaut as a grown-up, and the little boy is now a businessman. And it's like my son noticed, but mommy, why are there giants in the picture? And I'm like, you know why they are giants? Because you all are going to be giants. You all are going to be absolute giants. You're going to achieve phenomenal things in this world. And we're not allowing racism. We're not allowing police brutality to destroy our Black girl magic and our Black boy joy, because we are on a mission. Do we agree with that? Tell me if you agree.
Yes.
Yes. Some agreement, people.
We agree.
We agree.
Yes.
So, I mean, my time is up, but I would like all of the young people at this moment to write in the chat box what you hope to be. What is it that you aim to become in the world and that you will achieve? So I'm going to write, because I'm still growing. So you write it in. I want to see you writing, people. I'm not joking here. I want to see some nice professions.
Absolutely. President, a singer, a doctor. This is great.
Ray, a singer, a doctor, OBGYN. Oh, I love it.
Yes, a dermatologist. Ooh. Thank you so much, Amma. We definitely appreciate you, and we want you to definitely continue to fill that chat in. We see you, a lawyer. Yes, fill that in. Keep going, and we're going to be looking through our comments and questions throughout this entire time. And I believe Amma is an attorney as well. Situation going on, an actor or a backup chef. Oh, nice. Music producers. So much. Thank you so much, Amma, for your book. Please, how can people get your book?
So I am now putting in the link to Amazon,
Great.
Where you can get the book. I do want you to get the book in print, because the ebook, you don't get to see both sides of the book at the same time with the ebook. So the ebook doesn't give the illustration justice, because you're only seeing it like half. So I want you to get the book, hold it in your hand. There are activities in the back of the book. There are questions and answers. So please do purchase the book. You can also get the free ebook at this link. I'm sending it. And so I want you to have it and to discuss it with your parents. Do the activities in the back. There's a glossary with the definitions of all the people that are mentioned. So I mean, it's a gift that keeps on giving, because you're going to be able to think about it more and more. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And please, everyone, She's posted the link in the chat, and so make sure that you go and get your copy today.